What's up and welcome to the video. My name's Dr. Daniel Ricciardi, gut health expert, licensed pharmacist, and fitness enthusiast. I help clients resolve bloating, gas, and digestive problems so they can look and feel their best. To figure out how to improve gut health in this video, we're going to use a fun process called inversion thinking, basically solving the problem in reverse. For example, if you wanted to be more productive, instead of asking the question, how can I be more productive? You would ask the question, how can I be as useless as possible? Then you would list out all the ways you can be as useless as possible, and then do the exact opposite of that. We identify the problems first and then go back and find the solutions. This works because our brains are actually better at finding problems than they are at finding solutions. Therefore, sometimes it's easier to figure out what not to do first and then go back and use this to our advantage. So instead of giving you a list of what to do to improve your gut health, I'm going to give you a list of 24 things you can do to destroy your gut health. So way number one, this is not in any particular order, but it's try to fit in with what everyone else is doing, eating, and drinking. The fact of the matter is, most people are not healthy. Therefore, if you're doing what the majority of other people are doing, chances are you probably won't be healthy either. Number two is surround yourself with people who do not support your health goals. Some people only want you to be the version of you that serves them the best. If your coworker Stacy loves fast food and she wants you to keep going to get fast food with her every day at lunch, she may not support you if you want to change your diet and eat healthier. She may say what you're doing is weird or tell you that you've changed, which you have. But if somebody truly cares about you, they should support you if you tell them what you're trying to do and that you want to better yourself. And if they aren't, don't spend time around them. Number three is eat gluten and dairy. Now, I'm not saying that every single person needs to avoid gluten and dairy all the time. There are plenty of people that eat both of these types of foods all the time and they feel great, and that is wonderful. But these are the top two foods by a landslide that I've seen give people the most digestive problems. That's gluten being number one and dairy being number two. Like I said before, if you eat both of these and you feel great all the time, keep eating them. That's okay to do. But chances are, if you are watching this video, that's probably not the case. Number four is cook with vegetable and seed oils. These oils, vegetable oil, Wesson oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, sesame oil, there's a lot of other ones as well. These are high in what are known as omega-6 fatty acids, which are the highly inflammatory, pro-inflammatory oils. More inflammation is bad for gut health and overall health. Number five is eat sugar. I'm not talking about fruit. Whole fruit is perfectly fine, but I am talking about fruit juice, pop, soda, whatever you call it where you live, candy, desserts, things like candida, mold, fungi, certain types of bad bacteria. They love sugar, and eating a lot of sugar can cause these undesirable inhabitants of your gut to increase in number. Number six is drink alcohol regularly. Like gluten and dairy, this is not to say that everybody should avoid alcohol all the time. That's not what I'm saying, but alcohol is a toxin that your body has to process and detox and has been linked to cause leaky gut. Number seven, drink a lot of fluids during meals. Strong stomach acid is needed to digest food. Lots of fluids make strong stomach acid weak stomach acid, and weak stomach acid does not digest food well. Number eight is barely chew your food. Having larger pieces of food in the stomach means that it's going to take a longer period of time to digest, and this can result in gas being produced in your stomach, which can cause a lot of belching and bloating. Number nine is eat quickly and overeat. There are studies on this. The faster you eat, the more food you actually will consume. It takes about 20 to 25 minutes for your brain to realize you've actually had enough food after you start eating. And in these studies, they found that people who eat faster can consume over 300 calories more per meal. If you factor in 3 meals a day, that can easily be a 1,000 calorie difference. Number 10 is be chronically stressed. I know you're probably thinking this is easier said than done, but being stressed means that your body's in this fight or flight mode. While your body is great at multitasking, it does a very poor job at being able to digest food while it's also fighting for its survival. I put fighting for survival in quotes because regardless of the thing that is causing you the stress, such as email, road rage, angry boss, whatever it is, your body's light switch for stress is being flipped on. If you're chronically stressed, especially while eating, it's likely that your digestion is going to be much worse. 11 11 is get very little sleep and stay up late. Less sleep means you feel more tired the next day. Feeling tired reduces willpower and leads you to make poor food choices. For myself personally, I really noticed this. For example, I just went camping last weekend, got very poor sleep sleeping in a tent on the ground, and the day after I ended up craving all these snack foods and all this junk food I don't typically want to eat. And with staying up really late, I've just kind of noticed, is there anybody that's ever looking to eat chicken and vegetables at 2 o'clock in the morning? Probably not. Number 12 is snack all day and eat small meals constantly. I may get a little bit of flack from people on this one, but this is the way that I ate for probably the first 28 years of my life. Snacking and having small meals constantly throughout the day means that you never ate a lot at one time, so you're never really satisfied, and therefore you're always going to be craving the next snack. It also prevents your small intestine from clearing itself out, which can lead to a condition called SIBO, which I suffered with for 7 to 8 years. And this SIBO is characterized by a lot of gas and bloating. Number 13 is take stomach acid reducing medications. These include things like omeprazole, Prilosec, Pepcid, Zantac. Medications like these may temporarily help with heartburn, but can make bloating, belching, and digestion a lot worse. And to be honest, they actually worsen heartburn over time for most people. To properly explain why this happens would take a lot of time, but if you're curious, check out this video here to learn more. Number 14 is take NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. These include things like Advil, ibuprofen, Aleve, naproxen, aspirin. Typical things where if you had a headache or minor aches and pains, you would take. They can damage the mucus layer in your gut, which can lead to leaky gut. If you need to take them for a few days, that's fine, but you really don't want to be using these chronically every day for a long period of time. Number 15 is eat processed foods. I could talk for days on this. Processed foods have weird ingredients in them, which means your body doesn't know what these ingredients are. It doesn't know whether they're safe or dangerous. Your immune system sees these ingredients and sometimes reacts to them, which causes inflammation. Besides that, processed foods are in general way less filling than one ingredient whole foods, meaning that you have to consume more of them in order to feel satisfied, which is more calories, which makes it easier to gain weight. They're scientifically designed to make you crave more of them, and the companies that make these foods do this so they can make more money. Number 16 is take health advice from people who are not healthy. If somebody who is broke tries to give you financial advice, you probably wouldn't listen to them. So if somebody who isn't healthy is telling you you should eat more of this or this is healthy for you, in my head, the first thing that I'm thinking is, no, sounds really strange, but this does happen. Number 17 is eat foods that you know are bad for you. Use your intuition here. If a food or drink gives you stomach pain, loose stools, bloating every single time that you eat it, continuing to eat it means that you are intentionally harming yourself. Don't do this. Number 18 is let one bad day of eating turn into two. Nobody's perfect, and unless you're in the final days of prep for a bodybuilding competition, chances are having one bad day is not going to have any effect on you. What will have an effect on you is if you turn that one bad day into two or turn it into 7 or an entire month. Don't beat yourself up if one day you get the munchies before bed and eat everything in sight. Just regroup and do better the next day. Number 19 is turn to food for comfort. This one I feel like we've all been guilty of at some point, myself included. When you're stressed, scared, bored, whatever it is, find something to do besides eat, whether it be go for a walk, go to the gym, just go outside, read a book, call somebody on the phone. Eating anytime that you feel a negative emotion creates a bad habit that will result in you eating a lot of sugary foods that are probably bad for your microbiome. Number 20 is use antibiotics frequently or continuously. I understand that this one here may not always be up to you as your doctor typically prescribes them, but sometimes antibiotics are necessary. Other times they're actually not. Talk to your doctor about this, but only take them when they're absolutely necessary, as they can cause imbalances in your microbiome. Number 21 is don't exercise. In addition to the endorphins and the better body, it also does improve gut health. Exercise improves gut health. Being sedentary worsens gut health. There are a lot of other factors involved, but these statements are true. Number 22 is smoke cigarettes or other items that you are inhaling smoke. Smoking damages the mucous membranes of the stomach and the intestine, which can cause leaky gut. It can also cause the lower esophageal sphincter, which separates the esophagus from the stomach, to not close properly, which can lead to heartburn. So not good for gut health, and we're not even starting to mention the effects it can have on the lungs. Number 23 is don't eat enough fiber. Unless you have SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, eating a plentiful amount of fiber each day is helpful for most people because it supports proper bowel movements and a healthy microbiome. I'd probably try to focus on a variety of whole, natural, one ingredient foods instead of jumping right to taking a fiber supplement because it's easier, tastier, has more nutrients, and is probably cheaper. And lastly, number 24 is be dehydrated. I know nobody wants to hear this for the 9,000th time, but if you're dehydrated, you're just going to feel bad in general. Your body won't function as it should, and this extends to gut health too. Drink more water. If you don't like water, add some fresh squeezed lemon, ginger, cucumber, or something that you like that has flavor to it. That's all for this video. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. I post a new full-length video every Monday evening and YouTube shorts throughout the week. If any of these tips resonated with you, please let me know down below in the comments, or if you disagree with one or more of these, let me know in the comments as well. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next video.